everyone, welcome to Diane's Designs and Boutique. I'm Diane Small, and here we love to create and sell beautiful home decor. I am a master mentor with Chalk Couture, and we make a lot of our own signs to go in wreaths. And I get this question a lot, so I thought I would just come on and do a video to show you how I make my wreath forms when I'm going to do a mesh wreath. So what I got here is a 14.5-inch wreath form, wire wreath form from the dollar store, from the Dollartree. So I take one of these and then I buy these rolls of this fuzzy, it's kind of fuzzy rope. Here's a piece that's left. The natural is my favorite. I use most of the natural, but I do buy some bright, shiny colors too. So this is exactly when you buy a wreath form, a pencil wreath form or something like that, this is what is on there for the ties. So this is what I use. So what I do is I take this roll and I cut it into 12-inch strips. So the same length as a chenille stem. You can make these also with chenille stems. You don't have to have this type of thing. So if you have a 14.5-inch wreath form and you have some chenille stems, you can do it exactly the same way that I'm going to do it now. So let's get started. I'm going to pull you down so you're right on top so you can see exactly what we're doing. So I have gone ahead and cut 18 of our 12-inch pieces. And what we're going to do is go between, I'm going to number these wires, wire 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? So this first time I'm going to go in the middle. Each wreath form has 6 of these brackets that hold them together, the long brackets that go in. So I'm going to go between each one of those, and I'm going to go under wire 1 and 2. And I'm going to fold this just about in half, and then I'm going to give it a little snug up and twist it just like that. So there is our first one on there, right between. So I'm going to go between each one of these 6, go under number 1 and 2, fold it about in half, cross it, give it a little snug, and give it a twist. Okay, a little snug will just kind of hold it in place, but I'm also extra, so we're going to glue them in place also. So I'm going to hold it up about in half, give it a snug and a twist. Okay, just like that. So we'll just keep going, fold it about in half, give it a snug, little pull, little tug, and a twist. Okay. And you'll go all the way around, going under wire 1 and 2, so that you will have 6 ties. Just like that. I'm going to make sure it's kind of in half, right in the middle, give it a little snug, and a twist. Okay, so now we've added 6 right in the middle of each one of those bracket sections. Okay, now we're going to go under wire 3 and 4. So we did 1 and 2, now we're going to deal with 3 and 4. And what we're going to do is put 2, so here's our section. We've got this one here. I'm going to put 1 on either side on row 3 and 4. So this section, each section is going to have 3 ties in it totally. Each one of those sections. So that's how we come to 18 ties. Okay, so I'm going to go right under here. Again, I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to kind of come up closer to the 3rd wire so it's not way down here on the bottom. So I'm going to give it a tug and give it a twist. So let me show you that really close so you can see that I have brought the tie kind of up more toward this third wire, okay? Not way down here at the bottom. So it's sitting a little bit up toward the third wire, okay? So we're going to continue around, going under 3 and 4, pulling it up just about in half toward the number 3 wire. Give it a snug and a twist, okay? So there we have one section done, just like that, okay? Now they're not glued down, so they can still move, which is why I like to glue them, so they don't move. Even when you buy wreath forms already done, the pencil wreath forms, half the time you have to glue some of them to stay where you want them to. I've had them where they're missing ties that I have to add a tie anyway. So most often I make my own wreath forms. That way I know they are secure. They're the color I want. And I made them so they're not going to come apart, because I'm very careful how I create things. And when things are mass produced, it just happens that things get missed or something comes loose. So just continue on. Again, each of these sections on the 3rd and 4th wire are going to get 2 more ties. So a total of 3 ties in each section. And we'll adjust these to exactly where we want them as soon as we get them on here. The biggest thing is to try to make sure that they're even, so when you're layering in your mesh and you're layering in ribbons, that you don't run out of twist tie to use to tie them in. When I use chenille stems, I always roll the chenille stems down and cut them off, but these are exactly what's on the ones you buy, so I don't always hide these, because I make them the color of the project that I'm doing. So this is going to be kind of a nautical wreath with blues and tans and some wooden ornaments, things like that. And when you're snugging them up, you don't want to pull so hard that you bend those wires. Just snug it up so it's tight. And here is our last one, just that fast. And snug it up and twist. Okay. So there we have them all on there. And then I'm just going to kind of look at the space and space them apart about the same. I'm going to snug this one up a little bit more. It's really loose. So let's just tie that a little bit tighter. There we go. All right. And then we have another one that's really loose. Undo it and snug it up just a little bit more. Okay. That looks good. All right, now we're going to turn this baby over, and I'm going to put glue, got my hot glue gun here, and I'm going to glue across each one of the wires, really making sure that that is not going to go anywhere. So you don't want so much glue that it's dripping all over the place, but you want enough to really glue it in place so it's not going to move when you're adding your mesh. And let me turn this around so I know where I started. Kind of looking at my spacing. And just go across with a little glue. Pretty simple and easy. Just get it where they're not moving all over the place when you're trying to add your mesh. All the way around, just like this. And you will have glue strings. You can just get those off when everything has set up and dried. I really give this glue time to dry completely before I start adding mesh to it. And we're back to the start. So there we go, just that easy. I'm going to leave it sit just like that and let that glue completely dry. But that is how to make your own wreath form for mesh, a mesh wreath. So I hope you enjoyed and learned a tip or a trick, and I'll see you all soon creating probably a sign for this beautiful nautical wreath with our amazing Chalk Couture products. So we'll see you soon. Bye.